What are you doing now with Marcel?
Oh, I'm making a movie.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most funny faux docs ever made. The Blair Witch and Space Prawns can take a seat. We are exclusively looking at comedy mockumentaries.
We traded. We traded. You're right. Oh, Mitch, you're right. Oh, I forgot that.
Number 20, Theater Camp.
As you all know, I'm Amos Klobuchar, head of drama.
Rebecca Diane, head of music theory.
We are now going to announce, as we do every summer, this session's productions. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Sometimes, jazz hands can lead to disaster. Theater Camp throws us into the world of a scrappy summer camp for kids who dream in show tunes.
Tonight we take you to the start of our great founder's beating heart.
This summer, though, is different. The camp's beloved founder has landed in a coma. The eccentric counselors scramble to keep the place alive. We follow a journey full of awkward auditions, diva tantrums, and Broadway-sized egos stuffed into child-sized costumes.
It says you're allergic to polyester. Why?
The film manages to roast theater kids from a place of deep and abiding love. It strikes a perfect balance between satire and sincerity. Whether you spend summers perfecting your monologue or just survived one school musical, this comedy knows your world a little too well.
Thanks for being so hard on me. I know it was for a good reason.
Harness this pain and use it in the future, okay?
Number 19, Fubar.
Trying to use more pneumatic tools these days so that it's easier on the environment.
Aging stoners get the mockumentary treatment in Fubar, a Canadian film filmed digitally on a very, very low budget. Two mulleted, headbanging best friends are chosen as the subjects for a documentary about the common man.
But I think at some point in your life you have to grow up.
Between the beer-chugging sequences and the trips to the doctor to battle testicular cancer, this mockumentary is an unexpected emotional roller coaster, touching on themes of friendship, loyalty, maturity, and rocking out.
You're just surrounded by beautiful trees on the canopy of stars above you. It's just a real vista. Yeah.
Fubar is both raucously funny and at times tender. Number 18, Dark Side of the Moon.
In 1961, John F. Kennedy, in a famous speech, made landing on the moon his top priority. 1 month earlier, the Russian Yuri Gagarin had become the first man in space. The Soviets had won in Korea, Berlin, and Cuba. All that was left was the moon.
Director William Carell's Dark Side of the Moon purports to tell the true story of the 1969 Apollo 11 moon landing. You know the deal, that the whole thing was all faked by director Stanley Kubrick at the request of the CIA.
2001: A Space Odyssey was also a visionary film. Kubrick's real achievement was the fact that not a single scene was criticized by NASA engineers for lack of authenticity.
Carell tricked many people, including Kubrick's widow and astronaut Buzz Aldrin, into participating in his mockumentary.
Shortly after the three astronauts' triumphant return to Earth and their period of quarantine, carefully observed by President Richard Nixon, Buzz Aldrin, the second man to walk on the moon, sank into a depression for no apparent reason.
The result is doc-style film so skillfully done. Many conspiracy theorists view it as a serious expose of NASA's duplicity.
Pour découvrir quoi? Je veux que vous m'écoutez, je veux que vous me croyez, parce que je vous dis la vérité. Je suis sûr que M. Nixon ne savait rien à l'avance. L'adjoint de Helms lui a dit, je ne sais pas ce qui va se passer, mais quoi qu'il se passera, nous serons avec vous jusqu'au bout.
Number 17, CB4.
They were the biggest rap group in the world. They sold more records than Elvis Presley and Coretta Scott King combined. They'll forever be known as the world's most dangerous band. Cell Block 4.
Chris Rock's mockumentary takes hip-hop's keep it real mantra and turns it into a punchline. Mild-mannered Albert Brown rebrands himself as MC Gusto.
What's up, kid?
So you almost ready?
Yo, this job is nasty. Yeah, I'm licking your balls.
How does he manage this epic transformation? Good old identity theft. He steals the identity of an actual gangster. Then, like hip-hop Avengers, he teams up with Dead Mike and Stabmaster Arson to form the group Cell Block 4. A documentary crew captures their rocket ride to fame. It also picks up all the insane fallout along the way, from moral crusaders, industry phonies, and rival rappers. CB4 takes perfect satirical aim at the early 90s rap game.
You guys see B4? Okay, well, check this out. Well, my name is Jerry, and I'm here to say that the girl look fly, but she don't give me no play.
I'm MC Gusto, but in prison I'm known as 97-KY elemental P-14 to the third power.
The movie gleefully skewers image over substance while still having a blast with the music biz spectacle. Number 16, Man Bites Dog.
Comment ça va? Ça va? Ça va?
Belgium's Man Bites Dog is an extremely dark comedy that follows a serial killer on his spree of death and mayhem.
Tu vas me faire un zoom et me dire où il est? Ça va toi?
Befitting of its subject matter, Man Bites Dog is graphically violent. The fact that the killer is presented as witty and charismatic, and that the fictional film crew becomes drawn into his world, offends many. But Man Bites Dog makes serious, thoughtful points about celebrity and humanity in the modern world through its mockumentary style.
C'est grave, c'est grave, c'est grave. Ah, ma mère n'est pas musicienne, c'est ça que tu voulais savoir, hein? Non, elle n'est pas musicienne, on avait un bête balai!
Number 15, Incident at Loch Ness.
Which is a crazy relationship between Klaus Kinski and me. Very productive though, but we plotted to murder each other at the same time.
Werner Herzog and Zach Penn collaborated on this film within a film mockumentary. Herzog is supposedly filming a documentary on the Loch Ness Monster. Penn is an unscrupulous Hollywood producer who creates a fake Nessie to add drama to the proceedings.
The first day on the boat was very, very interesting, to say the least. We were boarding the boat when suddenly, from nowhere, the most absolutely beautiful creature came in with us. She had the boil suit. She was absolutely beautiful. Her name is Katana.
Except then the real Nessie shows up. Maybe? Incident at Loch Ness is fascinating fun that examines the whole concept of reality, all as one big prank. Number 14, It's All Gone, Pete Tong. This Canadian mockumentary looks at Frankie Wilde, an incredibly successful DJ who's achieved wealth and fame.
Well, legend has it that Frank's problem started quite undramatically. It was the simplest thing in the world that kicked it off. It was years and years of noise was the basis of the problem, but the very beginnings of it in his life started very plainly.
The problem, he's going deaf because he's constantly surrounded by loud music and drugs. It's All Gone, Pete Tong has some amazing sequences, particularly those in which Wilde hallucinates about a giant badger who represents his substance use disorder.
Not always the best thing for me. It's my problem. It's not your. You know what I mean? I just think, why can't we just be mates or something for a little bit, so I can just give you a ring every few weeks.
An emotional journey that's both funny and frustrating. It's an exciting comeback story, with a fake DJ at its core.
He probably never thought he'd ever feel that again, and to come back and actually feel that and more, it was a great experience, and everybody that was in the room shared the same experience. It was really, really special.
Number 13, Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon.
On the anniversary of my death, the local kids, they dare each other to spend the night here at our old farmhouse. This year, I'm going to reappear.
What if Freddy, Jason, and Michael Myers were just regular dudes who needed prep time? This cult mockumentary imagines just that. Following an ambitious would-be slasher named Leslie Vernon, he hires a documentary crew to track his careful preparations for his first murder spree. We follow him as he scouts victims, preps weapons, and even does cardio to keep up the illusion of walking fast. The first half of the movie is a hysterical jab at slasher genre conventions. When the killings actually begin, the laughs give way to real terror. The back half uses those same genre tropes to masterful effect. Behind the Mask is somehow both a parody and a clever slasher fic in its own right.
The point is, we're not gonna see each other after tonight anyway. We might as well just say our goodbyes now.
Number 12, Real Life. Leave it to Albert Brooks to predict reality TV decades before it took over the airwaves.
Everything will be perfect. Be yourselves. If you see one of our cameramen following Warren or Jeanette or one of the children into your homes, or your offices or cleaning establishments or gas stations, don't try to do anything special. I mean, it's tempting to show off for the camera. I know, I make my living that way.
In real life, Brooks plays a satirical version of himself. The character, Albert Brooks, is trying to capture the truth by filming an average American family around the clock. Armed with clunky 1970s technology and a complete lack of self-awareness, he turns their lives into chaos instead.
All picture and sound information is recorded digitally on these integrated circuit chips.
The film brilliantly skewers both the voyeurism of documentaries and the absurdity of filmmakers who claim to be objective. A seemingly noble experiment quickly unravels. Awkward comedy and self-inflicted disaster ensue. Long before we snooped on Big Brother or kept up with the Kardashians, Brooks let us know just how fake real life can be.
You schmuck, you failed. You started out with this artsy, craftsy reality crap, and what did you end up with? The news, the goddamn news.
Number 11, The Gods Must Be Crazy.
In this world of theirs, nothing is bad or evil.
The Gods Must Be Crazy answers an important question. What does it take to upend a civilization? In this case, a single empty Coke bottle.
Albo got his finger stuck in the thing, and the children thought he was very funny.
In this South African cult comedy, a glass Coke bottle is tossed over the Kalahari Desert from a passing plane.
One day, something fell from the sky.
A bushman stumbles upon the strange object and brings it home. His tribe first sees it as a divine gift, but envy and chaos quickly follow. He embarks on an epic quest to return it to the heavens.
He said, "The thing does not belong on the earth. Tomorrow I will take it to the end of the earth and throw it off."
Shot in a mock documentary style, the film mixes slapstick, satire, and culture clash gags into a uniquely offbeat package.
The hairy one could speak.
He says, "Thank you for the bottle, but you can have it back now."
Number 10, Bob Roberts.
I made up my mind there and then to dedicate my life to seeing that this problem end in our lifetime.
Tim Robbins' political mockumentary, Bob Roberts, fittingly coincided with the 1992 presidential election. Robbins writes, directs, and stars as the title character, a folksy, guitar-strumming conservative running for the U.S. Senate.
High for a clean living land.
His campaign songs are toe-tapping odes to greed and paranoia. A documentary crew dutifully captures his outsider image, as well as the sheer lunacy he encounters on the campaign trail. The film cleverly blurs the line between politics, performance, and propaganda.
Roberts is proclaimed an American hero, a martyr of the new right.
Bob Roberts is a humorous look at politics. At the same time, it predicted how depressingly easy it is to sell personality over policy. Equal parts satire and cautionary tale, Bob Roberts feels alarmingly relevant decades later.
He was shot twice at close range with a .22 caliber pistol. His condition has been listed as critical.
Is there a suspect in the shooting?
Yes, we have a suspect in custody. He's under interrogation.
Number 9, A Mighty Wind. Christopher Guest has made a career of mockumentaries, and A Mighty Wind is one of his funniest, and surprisingly touching as well. In the film, 3 long-disbanded folk groups reunite for a special reunion concert, poking fun at a wide range of subjects, from folk music to the 1960s to show business.
My mama was the cold north wind. My daddy was the son of a railroad man from west of hell, where the trains don't even run.
A Mighty Wind is a great showcase for some of the most talented improvisational actors in film.
We shared
I think I might be on the Ravens, on the Ravens. We shared. I think you might stay below me
We
on...
trade.
Stay on. We shared.
Wandered wandered through each other's secrets.
Number 8, 7 Days in Hell.
Aaron Williams, thank you for sitting down with us.
My pleasure.
Take Jon Snow and Jake Peralta, put them in Wimbledon, and sprinkle a little cocaine on top. That's the premise of this HBO sports mockumentary.
You can't help but compare your career to that of Aaron Williams. And I think it's fair to say there's been a debate about who's the better player. Would you say it's you?
Yeah.
7 Days in Hell chronicles a fictional tennis match that lasts, no joke, a full week. Andy Samberg stars as Aaron Williams, a bad boy American player in the style of Andre Agassi. Kit Harington co-stars as Charles Poole, a dim-witted British tennis prodigy.
You have two men competing in a high-stakes match. One of those men gets hit by a truck. The other man is a licensed big rig truck driver.
Their absurd marathon match becomes a carnival of streakers, courtroom trials, and mid-game meltdowns. Their story is told with deadpan 30 for 30 style narration. At just over 40 minutes, 7 Days in Hell is quick, chaotic, and hysterically unhinged.
It may seem like I hate, I'm sure, but hate, love, I mean, those are just two flip sides of the same quesadilla, amiga. The great quesadilla in the sky.
Number 7, Waiting for Guffman.
If you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes. In Blaine, I honestly believe, with hard work, we can get that down to 3 or 4 minutes.
Director Christopher Guest plays Corky St. Clair, a community theater director in Blaine, Missouri. St. Clair is engaged to create a production in honor of the small town sesquicentennial, and the whole cast becomes excited when a Broadway producer announces his intent to see the show.
Everybody wants to from the parlor to the ballroom.
Filled with odd characters and outlandishly quirky humor,
Mr. Guffman brings with him a reputation, something bigger than anyone in this town has ever known. And if I am to get back to New York City on my terms, I cannot deliver him a stinky product. I really have to be presenting him a package.
Guffman lovingly captures the egoism and exaggerated drama of amateur theatricals, while also paralleling Samuel Beckett's play, Waiting for Godot. Number 6, Zelig.
Politicians and poets rub elbows with the cream of high society. Present at the party is Scott Fitzgerald, who is to cast perspective on the 20s for all future generations.
In the 1920s and 30s, America became obsessed with one strange figure, Leonard Zelig, the human chameleon. He could physically and psychologically blend into any group he joined. One day, he was a ball player. The next, he was shaking hands with world leaders.
Present are luminaries from all over the world, not just in the field of psychiatry, but physics, biology, mathematics, and you name it.
1983's Zelig sells the illusion with fake newsreels, stage interviews, and seamless editing. The faux historical documentary was so well constructed that it fooled audiences into double takes.
When I think about it, it seems to me that his story reflected a lot of the Jewish experience in America, the great urge to push in and to find one's place and then to assimilate into the culture. I mean, he wanted to assimilate like crazy.
Equal parts technical marvel and satire, Zelig pokes fun at celebrity culture and society's hunger for novelty. 40 years later, it could easily trick audiences today.
He distorted himself beyond measure, wrote Scott Fitzgerald. One wonders what would have happened if right at the outset he had had the courage to speak his mind and not pretend.
Number 5, Marcel the Shell with shoes on.
Tell me about what's life like now.
Me? I appreciate its different beauties, but it's not the way I would have done things if I was still in the group.
Who knew a 1-inch shell in sneakers could break your heart? This feature-length mockumentary expands on the viral YouTube shorts. We follow Marcel and his grandmother as they navigate life after being separated from their community.
All right, so you've got the book, you've got a little bit of a raisin, which I really don't think you're going to finish, but you can go to town. Also, you have 2 drips of Look over here.
What?
You have 2 drips of water. You got an LED flashlight in case the power goes out. You just gotta step on it like this. See how it's... Whoa, sorry. Well, don't stand right in front of it.
A filmmaker documents Marcel's tiny daily routines. He climbs furniture, watches 60 Minutes, and dreams of finding family again.
She blows cases wide open, and she's got class. But...
We could tell that something was the matter because the clock started ticking. And it was just the 2 of us there.
The mix of stop-motion animation and live action makes Marcel feel astonishingly real. He is a fragile but determined little voice in a big, lonely world. Equal parts whimsy and profound emotional weight, the film proves that even the smallest stories can elicit a big response.
He adds new meanings to the simplest of ideas. Marcel, a 1-inch tall shell, reminds us of the true value of community.
Number 4, What We Do in the Shadows. Before the Emmy-winning spin-off show, the film asks us what vampires would be like as roommates. This cult New Zealand mockumentary follows Viago, Vladislav, Deacon, and Peter.
I should just bring a broom down here for you if you wanted to sweep up some of the skeletons. I don't know, maybe... Okay.
They're a band of centuries-old bloodsuckers trying to share a flat in Wellington. A documentary crew captures the hilarity of their eternal squabbles, who does the dishes, and how to get invited into nightclubs.
We are ready to go into town and party.
Vampire
style.
Co-directed by Taika Waititi and Jermaine Clement, the film parodies vampire lore while sneaking in some surprisingly sweet character beats.
You guys. Hey, what are you guys doing? What are you doing, Nick?
Coming to the house.
Hi, my name is Nick.
Hey guys.
I've been a vampire for 2 months.
Equal parts horror and deadpan comedy, What We Do in the Shadows became a lasting franchise.
But even old age is brutal. Watching your friends grow old, they can't piss, and they say stupid things, and their brains go, and they can't remember anything. And then one day they can't even remember who you are.
Number 3, Best in Show.
Best of breed, best of winners, best opposite.
Yes!
Super! The World of Pompous Dog Contest gets the Christopher Guest treatment in Best in Show, which follows 5 canine entrants and their owners at the Mayflower Kennel Club Dog Show. With many of Guest's perennial favorite actors filling the roles, this mockumentary earned high praise from critics.
God loves a terrier. That's because small, sturdy, bright, and true, they give their love to you.
From a hyper-competitive yuppie couple to a small-town store owner with a secret yen to be a ventriloquist, the dog owners are a mixed lot, and they make for some genuinely hilarious moments.
We're getting word that it's the dog is being handled by Cookie's husband, Jerry Fleck.
This is very unusual.
Boy, this is thrilling. The bottom of the
Especially
ninth,
at
a
this
pinch
stage.
hitter comes in. Am I nuts? Or something's wrong with his feet?
Number 2, Borat.
This is my country of Kazakhstan. It locates between Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, and assholes Uzbekistan.
Sacha Baron Cohen's unique style of guerrilla mockumentary making burst onto the big screen with Borat. It was so well received that he continued the style in 2009's Bruno.
That is not part of the uniform, Ken. You need to take that off. This outfit is too matchy-matchy as it is. And so I was just trying to break it up with some simple horizontal lines.
And a direct sequel, but the original Borat marked a pop culture milestone. Cohen's title character is a journalist from Kazakhstan on a tour of the United States, which results in significant culture shock and silliness.
How fast do I need to go to guarantee I kill him?
Let me tell you something. With this vehicle here, probably doing 35, 40 miles an hour would do it.
Great.
Okay.
When I buy my wife, at the start she was cook good, her vagina work well, and she's strong on plow.
Many of the interactions are with real people who believed Cohen was the character he portrayed.
You look like Michael Jackson Beat It. Man, you better get so old.
And this approach leads to some unexpectedly honest reactions, for better or worse.
I have no friends. I am alone in this country. Nobody like me. My only friend Azamat, he take my money and my bear and he leave me alone.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. This is Spinal Tap. Rob Reiner's fictional rockumentary This Is Spinal Tap was not the first mockumentary, but it laid the groundwork for all that came after it. The film follows the fictitious heavy metal band Spinal Tap on a problem-plagued US tour.
I don't think that a sexy cover is the answer for why an album sells or doesn't sell, because you tell me, the White Album? What was that? There was nothing on that goddamn cover.
From its vision of a teeny-tiny Stonehenge set to an amp that memorably goes to 11, This Is Spinal Tap is comic brilliance. So much so that the lead actors have continued to reunite the band periodically for some memorable concerts, recordings, and the 2025 sequel.
I'd like to sink her with my pink torpedo.
Pink torpedo? That's literature. Yeah. Really? A lot has happened since the last time I saw you. Crypto! Have you been playing music at all?
I play music at a pub.
Which mockumentary makes you laugh until it hurts? Let us know in the comments below.